In 1590, a rescue ship finally returned to an English colony in North America. What they found should have been impossible. No bodies, no signs of battle, no survivors. An entire settlement had vanished. More than 100 men, women, and children simply disappeared without a trace. The only clue left behind was a single word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. More than 400 years later, historians are still trying to solve one of the greatest mysteries in American history. This is the story of the lost colony of Roanoke. In the late 1500s, England wanted to establish permanent colonies in the New World. One of those attempts was Roanoke, located on an island off the coast of present-day North Carolina. In 1587, a group of around 115 settlers arrived to build a new English settlement. Among them were families, craftsmen, and children. The colony was led by Governor John White. At first, conditions were difficult. Food was limited. Relations with some local tribes were uncertain, and supplies from England were desperately needed. Recognizing the growing crisis, John White sailed back to England to gather help. The trip was supposed to take only a few months. Instead, war between England and Spain delayed his return for nearly 3 years. When White finally reached Roanoke in August 1590, he expected to find a struggling colony. Instead, he found something far stranger. The settlement was completely abandoned. Homes had been dismantled. Tools and possessions were gone. There were no signs of violence, no graves, no evidence of a battle. It looked as if the colonists had simply packed up and left. But where had they gone? The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post. Nearby was another carving, CRO. Before leaving England, the settlers had agreed that if they moved, they would leave a message indicating their destination. And if they were in danger, they would carve a cross alongside it. No cross was found. This suggested they may have left voluntarily. One theory is that the settlers joined the Croatoan people, a Native American tribe living on nearby Hatteras Island. Some historians believe they integrated into local communities and survived by adapting to a new way of life. Others argue that disease, conflict, famine, or harsh environmental conditions may have played a role in their disappearance. Unfortunately, storms prevented White from searching further, and Roanoke's fate was never confirmed. Over the centuries, archaeologists have uncovered clues, but no definitive answer. And that is what makes Roanoke so fascinating. Unlike many historical mysteries, there is no dramatic final battle, no treasure, no supernatural explanation, just an entire colony that stepped into history and then vanished. Today, the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in North American history. A missing settlement, a carved word, and a question that has survived for more than 4 centuries. What really happened to the people of Roanoke?